Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Yeah, Bonk definitely one of the interesting charts. I mean, interesting. Okay, what does interesting mean, right? There's a lot of volatility there. Is it now the best time to enter? Well, only you can decide that. From an Elliott wave point of view, the best time to buy was obviously in the support area that I communicated, for close to the invalidation point. That's typically what I teach. Again, if that's for you, that's up to you, really. Some people like to trade breakouts. So there were a few setups here on the Bonk chart recently. For example, we had this pullback setup where the price held above the 78.6 retracement. Just when the price tried to break below this level at 17554, the bulls turned up twice and then drove the price higher. Typically an indication that a third wave is unfolding is a break above the B wave high. Both would have acted as definitely good setups in this case. The problem is when you trade a breakout, you have to be ready that the price could easily retrace again, and therefore positions need to be small. But even with a small position, this here would have been a really profitable setup, a trade setup. And yeah, we saw the reversal already down here. This was one of the charts we've been following closely over recent weeks and months. A week ago when we saw it turn around down here, this was one of the messages I communicated on Discord. The directly bullish scenario is on very thin ice. It was, but a 5-wave move to the upside that breaks above the B wave high, would make me assume that the wave 2 has formed a low, and that was our signal that a third wave is unfolding, which has been playing out nicely. In one of the later updates, I then added the target range that we've now reached. And it's always a question, which kind of trade setup do you like to use? Do you like to use pullback trades, or do you rather trade breakouts? In this case, we were watching here for this ABC structure in wave 3, which unfolded accordingly. And the price could be on its way now, let's say, to wrap up the third wave. Now, I have to say, yesterday, again, in one of the other updates I mentioned, I think it was the Pepe update, that Bonk has a very similar structure. Now, you might all know what happened with Pepe yesterday. Completely broke out, very similar structure, 1-2 setup in some kind of an extending diagonal pattern. Again, received the question, could this continue? Yes, of course. I mean, I'm adding support. I always say that. I'm adding the support area in case it starts a pullback, because that can happen quickly in crypto. So you have the risk levels to watch between 24,555 and 30651. But we will have to adjust the support area with the price. And as you can see, there is currently no sign of a top. It is always one of these things, I'm highlighting the third wave has reached the first target. That was the 138% extension. The 161.8 extension, absolute common third wave extension, can easily go higher. It can go to very wild extensions, especially in a bullish market. All we can do is trade from support to resistance, essentially, right? And then if you want to trade further upside extensions, well, you can do that, but you need some kind of additional indicators like momentum indicators or moving averages, trend lines. Maybe you can even use the main takeaway is extensions in a third wave have to be expected. They can't be predicted really, because some coins do them, some don't. You can only manage that uncertainty with tactics. Now, some people are happy with the profits when we've reached ideal third wave targets, because that's really, we're here for the marathon, not the sprint. So when trading, you just want to take the high probability element of the move. Are extensions high probability? No. Can they happen? Yes. Therefore, it doesn't make sense to short or something when we are in a target area, but it can make sense to reduce risk, adjust stops, and then that's how you manage it. And if you entered in the support region or even traded the B wave breakout, you could just relax, sit back and watch for further upside extensions. Well, if you over leveraged or something, then of course I understand you're nervous, but that shouldn't happen. So answer to further extensions is yes, can happen. Can we predict where they go? No, because you see the Pepe chart, you can't, this is just going like you can't even get clean micro counts then when you get these wild extensions. We just then have to see how the market settles down, and then we can define support for wave 4. The ideal pattern here would be a 5-wave move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I can definitely see the potential for an extended third wave, yes. And we could then definitely challenge the all-time high with that move. That's the update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.